Hello there, it's Thursday the 30th of June 2016. Good morning to you. Welcome to today's United Kingdom Talk. I'm actually recording this very early in the morning. It's 10 to 1 in the morning. I'm just back from Chris Reardon's King's Head Theatre Bar Quiz Night. Oh yes, it's all drama there today, dear. We couldn't actually hold the quiz in the pub. I got there and there was quite a few people standing outside the pub. I thought, oh my God, what's happened? We had a bomb warning or something like that, you know. But no, the ceiling had collapsed here. Not all of it, but it collapsed in the main area where I would be standing. I think it's a setup. Oh yes. I have conspiracy theories of that. Someone is trying to bump me off, boys and girls. Someone is after that quiz show job. I reckon it's Ben Parker. I reckon he secretly went in there at some point and did something to the ceiling, knowing that it would fall down at a time that I could have been there. Because I was a little bit no, I wasn't late. No, I was bang on time today. But sometimes I get there earlier, you know. I actually aim to get there by 7:45, and I can arrive any time sort of from between 7:45 and 8:15. Just depends on the traffic, really. And I could well have been there, dear, with my microphone, only to have the ceiling collapse on me. I don't think there was anyone hurt, but it was all a bit of a worry. Anyway, so the little manager came out. What's his name? Mark. Mark, the manager, quite good looking. I have to say, quite good looking. Not as good looking as me, of course, but, you know, then who is? When I've been walking on the same street as Cristiano Ronaldo, he's very embarrassed when I'm walking along the side because people look at me and not him. It's true. Anyway, so he was out there, and Ashley, who is I think she's the general manager there at the moment, they came out and said that the ceiling had just collapsed. I said, do you want me to go home? I said, why don't you do the quiz down the pub a little bit further along, because it's the same company that owns that pub. I said, well, do you want to jump in my car and we go down there? He said, no, it's only a minute down the road. And indeed it was. So we did it at the pub down the road. I can't remember for the life of me what that other pub's name was. But it was very nice, very different to our pub. King's Head Theatre Bar is quite an old-fashioned pub, you know, the lights, the pictures on the wall and all that. It's very, very nice. Whereas the other one is quite a modern one on 2 levels. So we've got the downstairs and the stairs that go up, and they wanted me to do it in there. I said, well, that's fine, you know, we'll do it in there. So I set up. We started a little bit late because they had their own different sound system in there, and I had to work out how that was. But we only started about 10 minutes late. And we started off with 11 teams, which was quite nice. And we're doing the questions. Bruce was in there. Was a very, very good. He's become a really nice friend of mine, actually. Bruce, who often comes on Wednesday nights to the quiz. And it's having a chat with him. And this jacket that I've gotten today, I don't think I wore this. Did I wear this yesterday? I didn't wear this. Hang on, I can have a look, actually. Did I wear this yesterday? No. This jacket that I've got on now is Bruce's most unfavourite jacket. He thinks I look like Toad of Toad Hall. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Anyway, it just so happens that one of the team's names were the designers. I said, well, do you design stuff? Yes. I said, and Bruce said, oh, maybe you could design a nice jacket for Chris. There's nothing wrong with this, dear. Look at it. Ted Baker, nice lining and all that, dear. It's nice. I like this jacket. Eh? So there were the designers there. And then there was an American couple. Not a couple, two. There was about 3 of them, actually. There was a little American team in there. And we got halfway through the bat. We've got through one round, I think. And as I'm walking past, collecting the answer sheets, this young American girl said, "Can we have some questions that are not so much about the UK?" And I'm sorry, I had to say to her, "Did you not see the news last week, dear? We don't have to do any other questions anymore. They're just all going to be UK. Everything's going to be UK. We're not going to speak in any other languages. Nothing, dear." I jest, of course, I jest. So that was quite nice. Lovely people there. And I do feel I lost weight tonight going up and down those stairs. Oh, dear me. Up and down the stairs we went. Upstairs. It was very international in there last night. We had some people from Germany downstairs who were playing along, and we had some people upstairs from Australia, and it's all very nice. All very nice in there. So a nice pub, but I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, so next week, Ben will be hosting the quiz because I've got my little holiday coming up. I'm going up to visit my sister, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm just trying to see what else I said about the. Was there anything else about the quiz tonight? No, that was it. I thought it was something else. Have I missed something out? I'm sure I missed something out. No, maybe not. Anyway, I've team, as always, won a £30 bar tab. And Ben Parker will be hosting your quiz next week, my darlings. Yes, he was hoping to host it forever by arranging for that ceiling to fall down on my head. Yes, I know your game, Ben Parker. So next week, of course, I'm going up to my sister. And I've got my bag there. I've got a little present for my niece. Here it is, look. Which I purchased from the Barry Manilow concert. Look at the size of this. Look, 15 quid for that. That's not bad. Now, the funny thing is, these, not catalogues, these programmes, which is just basically loads of pictures of Barry Manilow. Look at all it. Look. Beautiful pictures. Look at the size of them, dear. Look. Wouldn't it be lovely to open this and there would be a picture of me and Barry standing next to each other, eh? I mean, I sat so close to him I can't put that down now. I sat so close to him at the O2, and I don't think he recognised me. I can't understand that, can you? I mean, I recognised him. Why didn't he recognise me? Anyway, I bought that for my niece. £15 that cost in Cardiff. But when our good friend Mark, karaoke singer Mark, he was at the concert as well. He came to the O2. It got up to 20 quid there. 20 quid, dear. No, it was a £5 cheaper in Cardiff. Oh, one of the other things I noticed in the Cardiff when we were sitting it there. Oh, by the way, the birthdays are coming up, boys and girls. If it's your birthday, I shall wish you happy birthday very, very shortly. Don't go too far away. Stay on this channel. Oh, yes. When we was at the Cardiff one, a new thing that I'd never seen before, they were selling little pots of pasta. Have you seen one of those before? So it's like one of those little machine display type things, about a little bit wider than a person, okay? And it's got a bit at the top there and a couple of lights at the top. And in front of this lady, there was what appeared to be looked like boiling water to me, in like, those chip fryer things. That are built into to a unit. Well, it was like that, but it was clearly boiling water that they had going in there. And you could order pasta. And I think I didn't have one because I'd already had something to eat. But Ronnie, who came to Cardiff with me to see Barry, he had one of these pastas. And you could have, I think it was mushroom and white sauce or tomato type sauce. And I think both, if I'm right in saying, I think both are vegetarian option. And he ordered some pasta, and she puts this pasta, it's very good, puts this pasta in a little basket, and she drops it in this boiling water. It takes about 4 minutes, and it comes in a little paper pot like that, and she puts that in and puts the sauce over it, and he said it was really nice. Only 4 quid. That's good, isn't it? I don't know what it was called. Have you seen one of those before? Very, very good indeed. So that was the pasta thing. Also, other Barry Manilow news, boys and girls. As well as buying my magazine there, I have noticed on Manilow TV. That should have a little jingle, shouldn't it? Manilow TV. How could the jingle go? Da 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 da. Yeah! Maybe I should write Barry Manilow a jingle. At the Copa, it's Manilow TV. Yeah! Something like that. I think that would work quite well. Anyway, there is a TV station online called Manilow TV, and I saw it had something mentioned there, I think, and I'm not sure this is right or not, but it was talking about the last concert at the O2 last Thursday. Do you know, it's a week ago. A whole week ago since we went to the Manilow concert at the O2. Unbelievable where that time's gone. Wow. Anyway, so they were saying, I think, I have a feeling they may have filmed the whole thing and that should be appearing on Manilow TV. Or maybe they might bring it out on a DVD. Because in 2011, I think it was, when Barry did with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Do you remember that night? Wow, that's the first time I ever went to see him. 2011. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah, it's about that. About that. Well, I was sitting up in the gods. I mean, I couldn't really see Barry. I had to watch the screens. But being there was just very, very special. And I just wonder if they're going to bring that one out on DVD. I do hope so, but it does look like it might be appearing on the Manilow TV thing. So that's something to look forward to. Oh, I've eventually, where is it now? I eventually, just before I started recording tonight, oh no, it's tomorrow morning. It's morning now. It's what's the time? It's 1:05. The clock next to me has suddenly gone round and round. Why is that doing that? I think it's lost connection with the radio control. I've just had that biscuit I was telling you about because I was feeling a little bit peckish. And, you know, they're not too bad. They're just like a glorified custard cream, to be honest. But I wouldn't want one or two of those for breakfast. As I said to you on a previous show, you've got to have a proper breakfast. You know, a bowl of porridge or a full English or maybe some beans on toast or cornflakes. Biscuits for breakfast don't do it for me. I shall dispose of this biscuit box. I mean, it's all right, a couple of biscuits just before I talk to you, but you might as well just bought a packet of custard creams. I mean, I don't know how much they charge for one of those, but I bet it's dearer than an entire packet of delicious custard creams. And the thing is with custard creams, you don't have to get necessarily the original custard creams. Most custard creams almost taste exactly the same, don't they? Eh? Yes, they do. Let me just refer to my notes. Oh, the other thing, of course, I did. I don't know if I told you, on the way back, I gave two lovely Manilow girls a lift back home. They lived in Woking, which isn't too far from here. And it was Rachel, and I can't remember the name of the other lovely lady with the pink hair. But two ladies, and it was nice to have someone keep me company on all the way home in my car. We had a good old chat and a bit of a sing-song in the car. And I had to stop at petrol. On the way home, I almost ran out of fuel. And I actually had to divert slightly off my main thing because the old light was on, you know, getting empty. Which actually, when that light comes on, you've probably still got about 40 miles to go. But I don't like to risk it. So we popped into, I think, a Shell or a BP garage or something like that. And I bought me fuel in there. And I bought the ladies a little bar of a chocolate. I think Rachel had a Galaxy Ripple. Very, very nice. Dropped them off where they live in Wokingham. And I went past Toys R Us on the way back to their house, which is somewhere that I visited. Not this Christmas, 2 Christmases ago, I went to a Toys R Us to get some Christmas presents. And my God, you know, it is the most soulless place in the world. You go in a toy shop, you just expect happiness, maybe a few little children in there playing with toys and things like that. People to ask questions. No, it's a stock room. It's a stockroom, possibly the most soulless place in the entire world, other than, you know, one of the prison cells in Colditz Castle. Very, very similar. So there we are. If you want toys, pay a little bit more, go to London and go to... Oh, the light's gone out of me now. It's not Gamages, is it? What's the name of that toy shop in London? I've been there the last 2 Christmases. It's gone right out of my head. Hang on one moment, please. I shall look this up for you. Toy shop London. It will come to me in a moment. Hamleys. Thank you, Hamleys. Let's close that down there and pretend I didn't look that up. Hamleys Toy Shop. That's where you want to go and get your toys. Or at least, you know, an independent toy shop. Not Toys R Us. Horrible place. Horrible. You'll probably get what you want there. But don't expect anything other than to all right, pick that up. No one to talk to. No happiness. Boring. Funnily enough, going through Wokingham reminds me of a girl I once went out with. I'm going back here 32 years. I cannot mention her name because at the time she was seeing someone else. Yes, dear. Engaged to someone else. And I was seeing her. Took her to the Isle of Wight somewhere once. Took her to the Isle of Wight, dear. We both took a day off work at the same time. We met on a train station. I think it might have been Woking Station, actually. And we went to the Isle of Wight for the day. Yes. Oh, not terrible. I was the other man. Yes, I was the other man. Little did she know, or little did I know at the time, I wanted to be the other woman. Naughty Chris. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Although a lot of the youngsters now, they seem to have several boyfriends or several girlfriends. Have you noticed that? What's all that about? Several boyfriends or girlfriends at the same time. Talking of lovely ladies, are you looking forward to Friday? The new absolutely fabulous film is coming out on Friday, boys and girls. Get your... don't do that pre-booking rubbish. You know, don't go on Saturday night. It'll be packed. Try and go to the cinema in the afternoon. You go to the cinema in the afternoon, even when films have just come out, you can be like 5 of you sitting in there. Oh, you spread out like that. You know, you're taking your own sandwiches and sweets. Don't you dare buy anything in there. Don't you dare. I'll be very disappointed if you tell me that you've bought some food in the cinema, like a hot dog and Coke for like 12 quid or something like that. You off your heads? No, dear. Go to the local Tesco's Express, or if you're upper class, little Waitrose on the way there. Get yourself a sandwich and a little can of drink, or taking a flask of tea. You'll save yourself 10, 15 quid, especially if you've got a family. Maybe you've got a family, have you? Are you a mum and dad, or a dad and mum and 2 children? You save yourself 40, 50 quid taking your own food in, and they don't seem to mind you taking it in. I've never, ever been stopped taking food into the cinema. It's quite obvious. I've got a bag. You know, what I don't think they'd allow you to take smelly stuff in. Oh, don't you hate it? You know when you're on the train and someone's eating a kebab? Oh, how can people eat those kebabs? Oh, and you don't know what's... There's probably a donkey going round, that is. A donkey. Is there any bits hanging from the kebab? Yeah, that's donkey ears, dear. Don't be eating kebabs, nasty things. So, Ab-Fab film, that comes out on Friday. Go and see that, boys and girls. I'm very, very pleased to report I have repaired my solar panel wireless display units. Oh, yes. Now, I did have... Now, where is it now? Here it is. Look, this is the list... This is the list of instructions the solar panel people gave me. Well, I took one look at that and I thought, oh my God, you must be joking. One of the things the bloke said was to take up to my loft, because what it is, I've got an electrical box in the loft. This is an inverter. It converts the DC electricity from the solar panels into AC electricity, and that can be then used in my house. Also connected into this box is the mains from outside, right? The reason for that is if the electricity goes off outside, right, then your solar stuff must be stopped from going out down the wire, because workmen could then be working on that. They turn the electric off, thinking there's no electric, and it's coming back from my solar panel. They get a very nasty jolt, which would probably kill them, actually. So this box also has some sort of device in there so that if the electricity goes off, so do the solar panels. They stop producing electricity. So don't think, you know, if there was no electricity coming in, then I can't make it with my solar panels either. That's just how it works, okay? Anyway, if you're watching the show yesterday, you'll know that my little wireless display unit stopped communicating with the thing upstairs. That sits in my living room, right? And there's no wires in between the both. And it's been like that for a few days. The bloke on the phone said, take up a screwdriver. And he said, you'll find a hole in the body. Apparently these things are not screwed. There was screws around there. He said, don't undo the screws. Push the screwdriver up the hole. They don't like it up them. Well, some of us do. No, they don't like it up and push the screwdriver up the hole and the thing will lift off. Well, I went up there, you know, full of the joys of spring. I thought, that'd be easy. I'm pushing this thing up, but nothing's happening. I've taken another screwdriver. No, put both of them up there. No, nothing's happening, dear. It wouldn't come off. How does that work? And I thought, oh, you know, fouled at the first hurdle. Couldn't even get the thing off to have a look. Anyway, I saw 2 buttons up there. 2 off buttons. One off button stops the electricity coming in from outside, so I switched that off. And the other off button is like a rotary switch. You turn that and that stops the electricity from the solar panels getting into the box. So you've isolated it. So I did that. Immediately, all the lights on this big box went out. And I thought, I'll leave it. So I left it for 5 minutes, come back downstairs, had a cup of tea. I was with Ronnie downstairs. So I had my lunch, which was very nice. I found these cheese salads in Aldi, £1.50. Oh, it's bloody marvellous. You just take this plastic thing off the top, right? And then you've got cheese, bit of mayonnaise, and a salad. And it's really nice. Why bother chopping stuff up when you can just buy one like that? £1.50, you can't go wrong. Lovely. Go in Aldi and try it. Only £1.50. Cheese salad. Lovely. So I had that. Went back upstairs and I turned it all on again. And it said, set up. Please wait. So I thought, when it says please wait, generally it's doing it all itself. So I thought, good. And I was sitting there waiting. It's carrying on set up. So I'm like, oh, how long is this going to take? So I thought, I'll leave it. So I come back downstairs for 10 minutes, did a little bit of work on the computer. And then went back up there and it was making electricity. And it tells you on this box upstairs how much electricity is being made. And it can be anything from 0 watts to like 3,000 watts. I've never got to 3,000 because there's a few trees around there. The maximum I ever get to is 2.4 kilowatts, 2,400 watts, which is good enough to run anything in here during the day, right? Now, the little device downstairs also tells you what it says on that one. So that's working now. So I thought, let's go downstairs. I don't suppose it'll work. And I went downstairs and guess what? It had burst into life. So I'm very, very pleased with myself. I probably saved myself about 200 quid there through someone coming out. And all I did, as is the case with so many electrical items, boys and girls, you simply turn them off, you wait 10 minutes and turn them on again and they just start working. A typical example of this, and I've heard this from so many of my friends, is a Sky digital television box. You know that that thing that attaches to your satellite dish, and they seem to go wrong an awful lot, and they don't replace them, though they tell you to turn it off and turn it on again. I mean, how stupid is that? Do you remember when you were kids, right? You never had to turn things off, wait 10 minutes and then turn them off again, did you? They either worked or they didn't work. End of. So I don't see how that's a big step forward, but there you are. It worked for me and I'm so pleased about that. I am now an official solar engineer. That's it. Yes. Right, birthday's coming up, but first, some messages on yesterday's show. You seem to like yesterday's show, don't you? Tony Power says, I seem to be seeing more of your posts on here now. Ah, yes, Tony. Now, that's because you've interacted with me. And Facebook, if you start interacting with someone, you see more of their posts. So if you don't want to see any more of me, stop talking to me. Tony is a music producer and he writes songs for the Eurovision and he's been producing wonderful music for many, many years, and you should be proud of that. Thank you, Tony. Nice to hear from you. Thank you to Michael Doan, who says, great talk today as always. All the best, and that's from Mick. Thank you, Michael. Much appreciated, sir. Tommy Flynn says, 88 minutes, which I mentioned earlier, equates to 2 minutes short of 1 hour, 30 minutes. Thank you for the maths. Thank you for the maths. Now, notice I say maths, not math, dear. This is not we are not one of the United States, and soon we won't be one of the European states either. It is maths or sums. When people say, do the math, no, that's American, dear. We've always said, in the UK, do the sums. We need to reintroduce these phrases. Do the sums. But thank you for doing the sums for me, Tommy, because I'm not very good at maths. Tommy says he got an A in maths. An A in maths? How did you do that, dear? An A in maths? I got E. That's not very good, is it? E. E in the O-level for maths. Oh, well, Tommy, we can't have anything. Tommy does nursing as well, which is great. Hello to Maxine Roberts. Hello, Maxine. Who says so? She's beautiful, Maxine. She's been to one of the karaoke nights. Hi, Chris. Love listening to you. Love your blogs. You really cheer me up. That's what it's all about. Having a little happy face, dear. Have a happy face. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Put on a happy face. Yeah. Hello to Tim Partington. Thank you for your comment, Tim. Yes, you've got the one. That's the man who was as miserable as sin. Hopefully he won't turn up again. Miserable git. We don't like miserable people turning up, please. Thank you. And hello to little Jack. Jack, the wonderful karaoke singer, who says, why is this show so popular? It's not, dear. 180 views on yesterday. That's not popular. We're not into the thousands yet. When we get into the thousands, I will allow you to say that. Highly unlikely, probably, because I upset so many people, but it might happen, mightn't it? Thank you, Jack. So let's do. Oh, hang on. Just a minute. Let me see that. No, okay. Where are we going now? Oh, what's that thing? Oh, I like the look of that. I've just seen a new gadget, boys and girls. Let me just put that there. Well, I'll have a look at that later. Okay, it's birthday time, boys and girls. Happy birthday today to Imi from Romania. When am I going to see you, Imi? God, I put a little note on your message thing the other day, wishing you well, and you didn't reply. Don't you love little old me anymore? I'm hurt. I'm so hurt. Happy birthday, Imi. 31 today. Happy birthday to Nathan Turner. He's a lovely chap. He's 52 today. I think he's in Gran Canaria now, and I worked with him in yet another Golden Lion, which was in King's Cross. That's not there anymore, but we had some nice times. And he used to do, when I was eating dead animals, this is quite a few years ago now, he used to do the most delicious beef curry. And I'm not a curry eater, but he used to do it. Oh, it was lovely. There was one time he made it, and it was so hot we had to shove a load of yogurt in it. And we were sweating. It was me and John Ward. John Ward was the manager there, and we were sitting there eating this beef curry, sweating like anything. But it was very nice. Thank you, Nathan. Happy birthday. Happy birthday today to Troy Turner, DJ extraordinaire. Happy birthday, Troy. Happy birthday today to Mick Nash, who's 59 today. Well done, Mick. Happy birthday to Mick. And happy birthday to the lovely Shiv. Shiv McG, it says there. I don't know, McG, is that short for something? Happy birthday, Shiv. She came and celebrated her birthday at our karaoke night, which we did last Sunday, and indeed every Sunday at the Golden Lion in Sydenham. Do join us for that one, okay? That's a lovely night, that is. Karaoke every Sunday at the Golden Lion in Sydenham between 8 p.m. and 12 midnight. So it's sing-along time, gang. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Imi, Nathan, Troy, Mick and Shiv. Happy birthday to you. All right, you lot, have a lovely birthday. Want to see you soon, Imi. It's been too long, dear. Yes. And Mary Warren spots out the 3 miseries. She remembers those as well from Monday night. Oh, dear me. You missed that, did you, yesterday? Have a look at yesterday's show and I'll tell you all about it. Anyway, time to disappear. Have a lovely Thursday, boys and girls. Going to get my hair cut. Look, it's very, very long now. Got to get my hair cut and have a little bit of swimming at the pool in Wokingham, the Hilton Hotel pool in Wokingham today. Mary reckons I do a good queuing system. Oh, yes. And I should have the recording as well, you know. You are held in a queue and will be answered shortly. Your call is important to us and you will be connected to a customer services representative as soon as one becomes available. Please hold the line. But I'm not holding the line, I'm going now. Have a nice Thursday. Thanks for watching and listening. See you soon. Bye-bye.